Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome back, everybody, to the GetBack podcast. I'm your host, Damian Dusten, here with
Ayden Jones. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
and welcome to episode 42 of the GetBack podcast. This really should be 43. Obviously, we didn't drop last week for some tech reasons that it hurt. When I saw it later on, it hurt, and I just can't believe it. I'm so hurt.
Who would have known that he would have threw that out there? Like they had to know that. Like we still gave him sauce throughout the week.
We
Don't-
did.
Don't
We did.
We gave y'all sauce, and it's gonna continue to be that sauce throughout the week. We got just multiple things going on right now. That's cool.
Yeah, and obviously the new videos on Instagram. Give your guys your feedback on that.
All platforms, shoot.
All platforms. Come on now. But man, it's time to talk ball, and I believe this is going to be one of the more interesting paths to the Super Bowl for both teams. Honestly, I want to start
For
with
all
AFC
four teams.
for all four teams.
But start off with the AFC though. At least we broke it down a little bit throughout this week, but we did get some news right after the game.
Yep.
Bo Nix obviously fractured a bone in his ankle, and he is now out for the remaining playoffs, and that leaves the Broncos with Jarrett Stidham.
Yep.
What type of hope do we have in that backup QB that has not played a single snap this season?
Usually in situations like this, when the backup takes over for the starter who's been great throughout the season,
Right.
It's not good. Sean Payton can coach his what off. I genuinely believe he can have Jarrett Stidham ready, especially with the type of offense that the Broncos run. It's
Right.
complex yet simple. Sean Payton gonna have him ready to go. The first player that Sean Payton signed when he became head coach of the Denver Broncos was Jarrett Stidham to be the
Yeah.
backup. He wouldn't do that for any reason.
He said he has a lot of faith in him. I mean, like he said that
Yes.
he's one of the best backups, but like I said, he is the only actually in all 32 teams, only backup quarterback has not played a single snap this season. And then the last season was the only QB to not play a single snap the past season also. He has not seen the field unless it's preseason at all, not even for a single down. That has to be a little questionable when that's your backup QB coming in to play an AFC championship game. Not against any scrubs, against the Patriots.
Absolutely. And the Patriots, I think they have a very solid defense. I think it'll be interesting to see how they match up with Denver. I think secondary wise, I think they match up well. I'm a little worried about the Patriots offensive line against that Denver front four. Denver has the most sacks in the NFL. They're first, and it's not close.
Yeah.
That's the problem. If it was a little closer, I would feel a little more comfortable. The sack differential isn't remotely close.
Right.
Nick Bonito and Jonathan Cooper off the edge against a rookie Will Campbell, and I forgot who their right tackle is, if I'm not mistaken, but they haven't had the greatest season. Drake May does get sacked a lot. He fumbles a lot. Ride the defense. I think if Denver, they can't have Jarrett Stidham say, "Hey, go 300, throw 300 yards for us and throw 3
have
touchdowns."
your defense on the field that much.
But what we saw from that Buffalo Bills game, is that Denver defense, if they get a turnover in the right spot, that's automatically a field goal for Will Lutz. That's points, basically.
That is points, but I do think the defense will end up being somewhat tired throughout the game.
I totally agree, I think that's
why.
why the turnover differential, in my opinion, will decide the game.
Because now I feel like Jarrett has to pass the ball. I thought like if J.K. was able to come back, then you could possibly balance it with the run game and then also with him. I think this will have to run through Jarrett Stidham being actually a focal point on the offense.
And who knows, it might help. He's more of a pocket passer.
Yeah.
Bo likes to scramble, and I think that's still the one flaw in Bo is that I feel like he runs away too much sometimes. If Bo were to be better pocket passer, which Jarrett Stidham is, I wonder what the offense game would look like. Who knows? There might not even be this humongous drop off. Now, I'm not saying the production wise they're going to get it, because obviously Bo Nix, he's going to run, he's going to improvise, he's going to get you these humongous plays. But what if Jarrett Stidham is a guy who can get you the 7-yard pass, 5-yard pass?
That's gonna work
in the pot, and it will.
That's gonna work,
and it will. I think
Now,
Sean Payton, what he's always going to try to do is have these long drives. He doesn't like just 2 plays, end zone, touchdown. I took 35 seconds off the clock. He likes those sustainable drives.
The only thing that I am worried about is that we saw Houston play against the same Patriots team. We saw how bad that CJ game was, and they still only won by 12 points. So that's where I do kind of have you there. And the Patriots just will not let anything happen 2 times in a row like that. Like I think like they're taking that win last week as like it was a lousy win. To me, it was a lousy win. You're going to go pay a backup QB in an AFC Championship game to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's gonna be like an easy game that they're just going to like somehow let go.
I totally agree. CJ Stroud lost them that game.
Of course, the whole point they lost only by 12 points when he had 4 picks.
Exactly, which gives me more faith in
And they
it.
had 6 turnovers in total.
And you can try to get better from that all you want. I just genuinely think Denver's gonna be ready. I think you know who I'm picking.
Yeah.
I think you know who I'm picking. I'm picking the Denver Broncos to win 27-21. Because I feel like we were getting to the
so
picks.
wait, a backup QB is going to drop 27 somehow. I know the defense may give you guys maybe one. Backup QB, Jarrett Stidham is dropping 27 in a win against the Patriots in an AFC Championship game.
What Sean say? Steady will be ready to go.
City will be ready to go. I have the Patriots winning 34-21 against it. No, maybe
34-21 at home.
No, 20. That's the only thing.
Dirty.
When was last time you guys were underdogs at home? When was last time you guys were underdogs at
game.
home? Y'all were not underdogs.
We
wasn't.
We were 2-point underdogs. Underdog is underdog. So we were 2-point underdogs.
Stop it, bro. Stop.
Yes.
I got the Patriots
was
win this
plus
game.
2.
Y'all, I don't think y'all are scoring over 17 points. You said you guys are winning by how much? 20 to what?
It'd be 27-21. 27-24 maybe.
Okay.
Maybe it's a walk-off field goal. 27-24, tie game. Jarrett Stidham leads them down the field goal.
I got
Patriots are not winning.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. I do
Wow,
want to
that
go
is
over to
so
the NFC, which I won't say I'm more excited about, but I think this is more of a intense matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. I feel like both times they've played this year, it's been all cinema, and now we are in the NFC Championship. Who do you have going in this one?
Man, the trilogy. This is always fun when you get a trilogy in the in the NFL, man. But this is so tough because there's so many. This is like a game that has the most variables. Like, who gets more yards, who dominates time of possession. All of these stats are going to matter. You're not going to win by some fluke. If the Seahawks defense shows up and Sam Darnold can play a clean football game, give me the Seattle Seahawks at home. And I think I just changed my pick too. I believe when we talked about it earlier, I did say the Rams. I'm taking that away and I'm saying the Seahawks.
I'm going to have to agree with the Seahawks. My breakdown is...
Really? You're changing yours too?
It's only because that
I got you.
No, it's the Rams in Chicago game. The game was 10-10 for majority of that whole game.
It was.
It took an overtime win with the defense slightly crumbling a little bit at the end.
It was. It wasn't the prettiest game, but remember, they don't match up well with them.
Who? The Chicago or Seattle?
Yeah, the Chicago game. We all thought it was going to be a close game. We didn't think anybody was going to get blown out.
No, we thought it was going to be a close game simply because of what Chicago did
Yeah.
against the Packers. That was it. Like, we were all simply excited to see what Chicago could do.
Their loss, I think their loss too against the 49ers, that was a good loss. Like, I know they lost. They put up 38 in Santa Clara. So that was also like whoa, they can put up points offensively against a playoff caliber team. I'm telling you, the Bears are better than we give them credit for.
Did the Rams defense like the Rams defense in that game against Chicago? No. The D-line didn't. At the end, for them to even somehow get that last throw to their tight end, that was come on. I mean, come on.
The stakes are higher. I think Matthew Stafford elevates.
Stakes are higher, and think about this: Sam Darnold. How many? What he had 20 turnovers in the regular season. We have yet to see really any bad turnovers in this playoffs run yet.
That's true.
Yeah, he could be due for a choke game. He could be due for one, but
I don't think it's going to be now.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's going to be now.
I think it's going to be in the Super Bowl because, like I said, I have the Seahawks one. I think just at home, the defense, I think they get enough stops, even though I think it's still going to be a great game by the Rams. I think they're just going to simply fall short.
Do you believe that Kenneth Walker, as obviously Charbonnet is now out, do you think that he can have the same type of power and will to go through that line?
Oh, God, if not more. I mean, I'm going to show you guys what you've been missing out on.
Yeah.
Putting in Charbonnet, taking the touchdowns. But I will say this.
But it's also about splitting carries and saving his...
That's the That's the negative part of it. I think Kenneth Walker does give you more production
Right.
actually, holistically, but losing Charbonnet hurts.
It does. You beat the 49ers 41-6.
It-
I just don't. I don't see them losing this game,
Because
and I
Rashid
don't see them losing the Super Bowl game.
and Rashid as well.
Yeah, Rashid comes out. He came on that game, ran a kickoff for the first play of the game.
Yep.
It's one of them years, bro.
You said something about the Super Bowl though. You said Seahawks will win the Super Bowl. Who do they play? I'm assuming you're saying they play the Patriots.
Seahawks are playing the Patriots, and they are winning that game.
Patriots.
Seahawks would actually. I don't know if they would dominate, but I think that they would actually win by 10 points in the Super Bowl game against the Patriots. They play the Broncos.
Actually, I have I have Denver and the Seahawks going to the Super Bowl, and I have the Denver Broncos pulling off the Nick Foles miracle run in Santa Clara 10 years ago, where they won the Super Bowl to the date, 31
Right.
to 27. Actually, 24-21. That was way too high scoring.
Yeah, I said high score for a Super Bowl.
24-21.
What happens if the Rams do beat Seattle? What happens if Puka, Devontae, and Stafford just go off? Because Stafford still had some
Then I think
crazy
it's their destiny to win. They'll win. Because listen, I think Denver will win
because there's still a high pick. Like I'm still very questionable on who's winning this game. I know I said Seattle. I mean, hey,
but if they do, if we get Puka, Masterclass, Devontae, they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
I think it's Devontae. Devontae these past few games has looked like a dog.
Absolutely.
I mean, Stafford's throwing that rock. I don't know if you saw like the little sideline catch he had 35 yards out, no looker to Devontae. Like
And listen, I didn't like it for my fantasy, but their run game with Blake Corum and Kyron Williams, it's tough. It's tough. Because Blake has been a good player.
It's going to be a game for sure.
But and the thing is, my last point is for the NFC. I mean, it's really going to come down to the playmakers on the defensive side.
Yeah. I told you, my key matchups, at least for this Rams and Seattle game, I have Devon Witherspoon versus JSN.
Absolutely.
Not just JSN versus Puka.
Yep.
I have Kobe Durant versus, they have matchups everywhere. They have matchups everywhere. The whole secondary, obviously the line. I think the D-line versus D-line will also be great.
Oh my God, when we say this, it almost makes me want to sway my pick, but I feel like I can't.
That's
I gotta stick with them.
What if the Rams do take this game? Because I don't, like you said, it could have just been bad matchups with Chicago. Last time you played them, you let them come back. They didn't score a single point after you were up 38 to 14.
You're right.
Sam Darnold had 3 picks before the fourth quarter.
Give me Seattle.
Because who says their defense is shutting out the Rams for another 8 minutes straight?
I gotta keep it faithful to the Seattle fans, man. Come on, I have to.
All right, I'll switch my pick. I got the Rams. You got Seattle.
Wow, you switched your pick.
I got the Rams. I had the Rams. I had to really think about it.
You switched your pick. Yeah. That's wild.
I got the Rams.
That's crazy.
They will not hold Staff for 8 minutes again. You're telling me that the last time he played, Sam Darnold had 3 picks?
Changing your
bad
pick.
Ones. Bad picks. Bad picks, yeah.
That is so crazy. Yeah. I saw the Seahawks at home. Yeah. You can't switch your pick like that. That's
I can. I switched my pick. I switched my pick for the Rams fans right here.
You can't just switch teams like that.
Yeah.
But you know what guy does wish he could just switch teams? I think it's only fair if we move on. We talk Super Bowl. Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It's time, man. It's time. The train has sailed. It's gone. It's gone. I mean, the game last night, you were already down 18 points. You somehow come back. Giannis is just he's done. He's done. Now he's out for another 4 to 6 weeks. I mean, but the only thing, where is he going? Where is Giannis going to go?
We talked about this a little bit on our other videos. I said Toronto. Could possibly muster up like a quickly, maybe a Barrett deal. I also mentioned the Heat. The Miami Heat is an interesting target as well. I think him and South Beach would be cool. And lastly, I think the most obscure one and the most league-altering one, in my opinion, would be a New York Knicks trade. I think Giannis on the New York Knicks if you're able to keep Jalen Brunson, you have now basically the mega basketball.
That is the one that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Like, I think Miami, they just always struck nothing when they try to get every player. I think like who did they get? Jimmy? That's the last player they've actually like been able to actually just get to like go there. Other than that, they don't get anybody. They never are able to sign anybody. The next, I don't know if they're done with Cat, but I think they would take a Giannis over Cat right now.
Can I say something absolutely ridiculous and get your thoughts on it? If Miami said, okay, we'll give you Bam in a first. Yeah, you're taking Bam out of the equation now for Giannis. Then you only have to give up a first or two. Would you make that deal? I mean, with Kellen Ware, maybe
No.
Kellen Ware understanding he can now be the starter at center because Giannis will play power forward, I'm sure.
No.
Bam in a first. You can basically get out scratch free with only giving up 1 year of draft capital. Because I don't know, maybe it'll be this year. I don't know if they.
What does Giannis gain out of going to Miami? Because now you're gonna be running with what? Tyler Hero,
Giannis, Kellen Ware,
Damian Mitchell,
but the thing is, you're already naming what's with Spo. You're already naming anything better than Doc Rivers in Milwaukee right now. And at least Milwaukee
standpoint.
Yeah, sure. But even with the coaching standpoint, Doc has been horrible this year.
You know that like Milwaukee, I don't know if they would be like a top 6, but they would have a better record if Doc was not their coach. It's not really the players every game.
It's
coaching.
Not. When Kyle Kuzma's shooting 1 of 9 from 3.
Of course, and then he shoots the game tying 3,
Yeah. It's not going to work. So so would you say yes to a Bam first round? Maybe no.
I don't know. For just a Bam and a first for Giannis Antetokounmpo, because I don't think that this trade is going to happen in this season now. Like I think it's getting
you think this will linger into the offseason.
It's getting that big. I think it's getting that big that it will.
And what I saw in that Denver Nuggets game was I saw a guy who was trying to drop his trade value.
Yeah,
to leave quicker.
Bro, he didn't even go past the half court. He walked up the court. Never seen because that's the thing. When Giannis doesn't give effort, it's more so anything else. Because Giannis will always, no matter if it's a bad game or a good game, he gonna hustle. Like that's why we like Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't even walk up the court. But I do want to move on.
Absolutely.
I do want to talk about somebody who is a little bit older, but he has just been on a tear. I mean, a complete tear. I don't know if the record shows it as much, but Kevin Durant and the Rockets. KD's not like a typical type of leader, but he always knows when to put the shot up, when to pass the ball. Like he just knows where the ball always needs to be, right? It's the hoop or his teammate's hand. He always is going to hoop. Always.
Yeah, KD has been awesome, and still averaging 26, 5 and 5. And the thing with KD is, I got to give it to him. Obviously, I'm not a big KD fan.
Right.
He's shooting the ball efficiently. Obviously, his past 5 games, obviously, he only had one game where he shot under 55%.
Yeah.
He only had one game where he shot under 55%. And for me, at his age, I was always worried if the efficiency would be able to stay. Because I think he's a more mobile shooter.
Worried about the efficiency.
Because I think he's a more mobile shooter, and we were going to start to see that start to fade away a little bit in this style of offense. Because you didn't really know what you were going to get.
I think KD's the only player that I think when he gets older, I just don't see. Like even in 2 years, I see KD still hooping average.
But this was the best case scenario for Houston.
Yeah.
This was the best KD that they could have got. That they could have asked
for. The best KD. Because I don't even think. Imagine pairing that with a Fred VanVleet, just going into that point guard little role. Because mind you got Reed hooping now. Reed Shepard he's hooping to the point where he actually could have been like a shooting guard right next to Fred and just been off like the perimeter, just banging out.
And people forget they've had Amen Thompson playing their point guard position, and I love Amen. I think he's a great defender. He's starting to get better offensively. We're starting to see a little more from him.
It was way more from him. He was low-key bullying his brother last night. I watched the Detroit-Houston game, and it was a rivalry game, of course, for the siblings. He was in that paint bullying his brother. I said, wow.
Listen, he's averaging about 18 points a game. I mean, he's gotten way better at scoring the basket. I think if he can just develop the 3-point, we're talking superstar in Houston. Mm-hmm. I do want to move on a little bit to the other teams in the West. I wanted to talk about Denver.
Yeah.
Denver is a little tricky now. I think with Aaron Gordon re-aggravating his hamstring,
right?
It almost feels like the timeline's resetting. for like when are we gonna see the best Nuggets team?
You possibly won't until maybe, hopefully, All-Star game. You could possibly get, I guess, everything situated. But I don't know. I think it's gonna go past that. Like, you may not see everything straight until March, April, when we're like really playing for that top spot. Like, you know what I mean? Because they're still sitting at third, 2 games in a row. You're still waiting on Yo. Do you know when Yo comes back? It should be soon, right? Probably like another week or 2
After All-Star break. Like right after.
No.
Right after. Like they're gonna
he's
start
not
right after.
qualifying for anything then, yeah.
No, he's actually if you go to DraftKings, not sponsored by the way, but it does say he's out of the MVP
Wow.
picture. His odds are like really bad.
That does hurt. That hurts because he was going crazy and he would have got it. It would have been MVP. He would have been MVP.
He would have been MVP. Do you think they should shut down Aaron Gordon for the rest of the season?
No.
Like
still third? No.
No. For the rest of the regular season. Like this is, mind you, this is the third time he's gotten injured. And he's now going to be out for extended time.
You can rest him right now until possibly first week of April.
Like even if he's healthy, you're like, hey, come back later.
Let him come back in April.
And you would do that. Would you do that?
Well, yeah. I said like the last 5-6 games. Let him come back, get at least a little limited minutes.
Yeah.
Then he'll be ready at least to go into a playoff game. Which gonna put him in just straight fresh.
No, that's perfect. I totally agree with you.
Give him a couple games.
Obviously we're talking about Jokic being an MVP. If that does get stripped away from him,
it has been stripped away from him.
The NBA MVP will be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think we all know that. Coming off of a loss,
right? But
nonetheless, 7-3 in their last 10. They were on a good streak before that,
for sure. What happened in that game last night? Because I know we watched a little clip that said Hallie he's not ready to go back.
I can't really use this excuse because they've won all year with him.
Yeah,
a lot of injuries, and I think it finally crept up on them from a tired standpoint.
Yeah,
Shai had to come back.
Was it a back-to-back?
I don't believe so. It wasn't a back-to-back, but still, nonetheless, I just don't. They didn't shoot well until later in the game, but not too worried about that loss. I'm going to talk about OKC as a whole. Obviously, they can no longer break the 73-9 record that the Warriors once held.
Always go undefeated the whole way.
But this team obviously is still 5.5 games above everybody else. For you, OKC handling these injuries, what player do you think is most important to get back right now? Or have healthy later on?
I know that you hate him. I know that you hate him so much.
I don't hate him.
I know that you hate him so much. He is still, if not the second, I know Chet's your guy right now. I know defensive player of the year. If you get J-Dub back, playoff time, after All-Star break, you don't think that J-Dub can improve this team at all?
He could. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying recently J-Dub hasn't been the best
if
off the
J-Dub
injury,
is playing
and that's
that
okay.
game, you guys are winning that game, no matter if it's injuries or not. You guys are going to win that game, right? Against the Pacers. Yes, y'all would.
Yeah.
And guess what? You guys would have won all the other games that you guys have been winning either way. Well, when J-Dub played, what was your guys' record? When he played?
He played during the 6-6 stretch.
All the 12 games, then he was out again?
Ooh.
If he was out right after you guys started winning again, then that's where you're like, okay, I guess that's just that's on him. But I do think in the playoffs, J-Dub will be no scrub. J-Dub will almost actually go right back to the playoff run that he had last year. Because he knows that he has to be either the number 2 or 3. If he's not the number 2, he will be the number 3. Because guess what? J-Dub still wants to get paid. J-Dub may be the only person I think on that team that will give up to go get a bag. I think that he will leave y'all to go get a bag. I'm being for it.
But he already has the bag. He's on a 5-year, 200.
What is it, 280?
To something.
So you don't think that he would still leave for anything else?
Why? You have the bag, and we don't plan on trading. 5-year, $287 million.
$287.
I'm a citizen of Oklahoma. I'm a citizen of Oklahoma. He's gonna come back Oklahoma City.
So wait, so that's what I'm saying. He's getting paid $287 for a reason. You don't think that guy will come back and be your third best player? Somebody that's paying $287 million can't be your third best player.
You're right, and it should be. Right now, he's averaging 16, 4, and 5. I need more. He's
played less than 20 games this year.
Yeah, that's okay. Chet's averaging all right.
Chet's played all season.
Chet has not played. He's been out a couple games.
A couple of games, but he's played
He's-
majority of the
That's
season.
totally fine. Chad is doing different stuff for this Oklahoma City Thunder
You
team.
said he's a defense player of the year. I feel that, but J-Dub can still come back
Here's-
and
and
be
I'm
sauce.
I
J-Dub
agree.
can come back and actually like carry a couple of like wins. Like he
Chet
can
is the
carry a
consensus
team.
number 2 though. Right now, at this moment, I understand he dropped
Yeah.
40 in the final.
I mean,
I
game,
understand J-Dub
yes.
dropped 40. Chet's number 2 right now. Undisputed, he's number 2. And I think it's more important for Hartenstein to come back than it is J-Dub at this point in time.
Wow. No J-Dub. So like in the playoffs, no J-Dub. You're like not gonna depend on J-Dub at all.
And that's so crazy for me to say because he did drop 40 in the finals. I genuinely believe Oklahoma City has lost offensive rebound. They lost offensive rebounding bad in this game against Indiana.
Yeah.
Losing on the boards like that, because listen, I love Chet. Chet's a good defensive rebounder. When you need a gritty offensive board, like 5 of those a game,
Right.
Hartenstein, man. That's who you're going to get it from. And Hartenstein has drastically improved on the offensive side of the ball with his passing and at least his inside scoring.
Okay. I still got J-Dub. I get your Hartenstein. I got J-Dub coming back and he will improve the team the most. I would think somebody getting paid $287 would.
Yep.
I do want to go over to the East.
Okay.
We do have Detroit. Like we did say that they lost to the Houston last night. Still sitting number 1 in the East by 4 games, actually. Well, 5 if you want to count the loss. Do you believe that they can stay number 1 for the remaining of the season, even past All-Star break?
Say that one more time.
Do you believe that Detroit Pistons can stay number 1 in the East?
Before All-Star break? Yeah.
Past All-Star break, like we're going into like playoff ball talk.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting.
I think it will get pretty. Like obviously the Knicks have fell back a little bit. I think that they can still go back up. I think they will take back over Toronto. It's just that Boston. I don't see Boston going back down. I don't see Boston moving at all. If anything, maybe 1.
I see
maybe 1.
If the Knicks can genuinely just buy into Mike Brown's offense, I think they'll be a top 3 seed.
They've also had some injuries too.
They've had as well. And I don't take this with a grain of salt. Cleveland has started to ascend, like we had at least thought that they would.
I want to tell you with some salt. You know what? Right after we lost to the Knicks on Christmas, I told you guys what was going to happen. The schedule only got harder, and I just saw more wins in my way. That's all. We will be sitting at, I think Toronto or not. Yeah, I think Toronto's going to go back. I think Knicks will go up. We'll be sitting at 4 in the next week or so. We'll be sitting at 4, and then we'll see what we can do after that. But yes, my Cavs are back. Yes. I mean,
Wow.
we have role players starting to play like role players again. Shooting is starting to get, you feel me? We're getting a little bit better. You feel me? Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I know my Cavs are back.
So what would you say about who? Obviously, the injury to Darius Garland.
Right.
Do you think to reinsert themselves as a playoff contender, they need to trade him? Because they're
No.
winning these games without him.
Not anymore. At least until the offseason, no. Like it's not something they should do mid-season at all. No. Same thing with Jared Allen. Until we get into the playoffs and we see the lights get too bright again, that is where after that offseason we will say, hey, okay, it's time. But I think it's no mid-season.
You wouldn't be enticed with a DeAndre Hunter, Darius Garland, 3 first-round pick for Giannis?
So we're keeping Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, and Giannis. No.
Oh, okay. So Jared. No, actually, you're right. You're totally right. I'm sorry.
So
Yeah, it'd be Jared
you could
Allen.
take Jared Allen and
Darius
DeAndre-
Garland.
No, DeAndre Hunter.
No.
Yeah,
Darius Garland and
DeAndre Hunter. No.
if it's
It's
Darius and
DeAndre
Jarrett,
Hunter
if it's Darius
Jared
and
Allen.
Jarrett, there's no first-round picks involved.
You're right.
2
Because you're
players.
taking 2 All-Stars, people that made All-Star last year. You're correct. You're very correct. There will
Would you
not
do
be
it?
any picks. No. Not for right now, at least, no. Like I said, I think Giannis is going to be an off-season move. That's going to all be off-season. Like I don't think nothing's going to happen mid-season where we're like, oh, crazy. Like, no, I don't think so.
That's true, especially if his injuries aren't fake.
No, remember the first time he went down? they're
But
all
who knows? Who
fake.
knows? He was on a minute restriction, so maybe it was genuinely something with the calf. I mean, to your point, I think most likely it'll end up being in the off season. I want it to be now, though. That's what I want. I need to see it.
That's cool. I mean, I want to switch over because we're talking about injuries a little bit.
Okay.
I want to go over to something we haven't talked about in a long time on here. We haven't talked about a long time on here. UFC 324. We did have some
Wow.
injuries on this card.
Wow.
Obviously, Kayla got something going on.
What a way to
We
bring
had
it back.
another fight with Alexa Grasso that got canceled. but the card is just still so stacked. You want to go forward or back? If you want to build up to the number one,
I want to build up to the number one.
you
I
could
feel
do
like
that.
it's
'Cause
only fair.
let's at least do we could talk about the full main card a little bit for each one.
We
'Cause
can, but
it's sauce everywhere.
Before I quickly want to talk about a prelim fight real quick. The one prelim fight
Yeah.
that I think we should talk about that is still set to happen.
Which is crazy.
Umar
Which is crazy.
Nurmagomedov versus Davidson Figueiredo.
Yeah.
A fight in the bantamweight division. Obviously, Davidson Figueiredo missed 2 pounds. Missed weight by 2
How many
pounds.
does he miss
again.
weight?
I have no idea.
Like, I mean, geez, because you see other people who get cut for missing weight 2 times.
Or you saw what's his face that unfortunately, passed
What?
out, dropping the weight.
Yeah.
I mean,
because weight cutting is so brutal. I think, and it's also because people don't fight at their natural weight. Why? I don't know why. Everybody likes to go down. Does it have that more power? But everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody does, and you're almost killing yourself.
And what that told me is I think Davidson Figueiredo is scared to drop weight because he knows Umar Nurmagomedov is going to overpower him.
But he should. Like, I think Umar is going to dominate this fight.
I think he will.
I think Umar will dominate.
I think he's going to take him down the ground, and I think Davidson Figueiredo is going to be surprised by Umar Nurmagomedov's striking. I think his striking over the years has gotten much better. Obviously, he did have that tough loss against Merab, but nonetheless, like, we expected that to be a good fight anyway.
It was supposed to, but for different reasons than what that fight came out to be. That's cool.
Umar wins this fight. He's right back in the
Umar's number 2 right now. If he wins this fight, it's helping his case. Yeah,
maybe it's on time if Merab's not healed up. So give me Umar by submission.
All right. Next fight we have Arnold Allen versus John Silva. Obviously, Silva in his this is going to be a great one. Silva in his last fight, obviously, lost to I want to talk about Diego Lopez, which was a crazy fight. I mean, Diego came out with that sauce because if not,
and then John Silva came out with the sauce.
If not, I think Silva would have got that fight. But Arnold Allen is also a dog. I mean, a dog. He has full power. Me personally, this fight, I am so taking John Silva. I think he has to get back. He has to get back.
Yeah, I'm taking John Silva for that simple reason. Listen, the barking stuff, all those antics, honestly, I think it's kind of corny, but
does he come? I don't think he's gonna come out with no nerd glasses. I think he's about business.
Absolutely,
it's gonna be straight business.
I think he's gonna knock out Arnold Allen. I think he's gonna TKO him potentially in the 2nd or 3rd round.
That's Arnold is tough. This may go to decision. It's 3 rounds. This may go to decision. I don't think we're gonna see Arnold get knocked out. I'll say that. Next fight, we got Silva, Natalia Silva versus Rose. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was bad. My bad. Who do you have in this one?
Listen, I like Rose. I think Rose has always been an entertaining fighter, but Natalia Silva is tough. She also the number 2 flyweight in the women's division. I think she pulls that one off. She's also minus 400.
She is, man. Me personally, I'm taking Silva too, man. I'm taking her too, man. She a dog, man. She a dog. She feel me. I mean, yeah, man. Let's get past that. My bad, man. My bad. We got my balls are hot. Derek Lewis.
Dude, come on.
Chill out, man. I mean, he's one of the most entertaining fighters, man. You think that we're not gonna see him do it tonight?
Against Acosto's a good fighter.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Hey, bro, we're seeing him get bro.
I don't think so.
Hey, bro, get that man an ice pack right now.
But I will say this: I do think Derek Lewis's knockout power is not to be overlooked.
Yeah.
Obviously, Waldo's a great fighter. He's number 5 for a reason.
Yeah.
I think he can do a little bit of both on the ground and on the feet. That might be where it hurts Derek. But we've seen Derek against fighters like these get flat knocked out. I like Acosta though. I want D-Lou to win. I want him to win by 1st round knockout, pounding on his chest, yelling at him, all that stuff. I unfortunately have Acosta winning that fight. I think D-Lou's age is going to catch up to him tonight.
That is not. We said the same thing about Teixeira, the last fight. We said the same exact thing about him when he was ranked a little bit higher. And what happened? D-Lou finished him in the 1st round? What was it? The 1st round where he just fully bro, no. D-Lou's not losing his fight. The past 2 years, he's been on a complete new run. Like, he's almost turned his soul. Like, he's turned around. That is not the same D-Lou that we would have saw in 2022, 2023. And I do that. He's going to win this fight. He's winning this fight. No way. No way.
Okay, that's fine.
Andy Lou's gonna go up to about six rank or maybe 5 rank after he wins this fight too.
Yeah, and then
My
like
balls
he
are
would say,
hot.
then after his wife, next. Anyway, moving on. I want to move on to. First of all, this wasn't even supposed to be the co-main.
At all. Like I
We
said,
were
did
supposed
have
to
injuries.
get, in my opinion, I can't believe I'm saying this. Amanda Nunes versus
That
Kayla
was- that
Harrison
should have
was
been
going
the-
to be a great. It could have been main.
I said that
That
should have
could have
been the
been
main.
main.
I think that Justin versus Patty should have been the co-main, and Kayla versus Amanda was going to be the main event. That should.
And
have
honestly,
easily
you
been
can
the
do
main
that.
event.
That's the respect that I think Amanda Nunes deserves.
Amanda comes back. She looks the same, if not even better. Kayla comes in, obviously, as a new fighter, which we know
Yeah.
her history. We know her history. She's a demon dog.
But obviously, the injury to Kayla hurts. We don't know when she's going to be back. We
Right.
don't know if Amanda's going to defend
That's
the
what I'm
belt
saying,
now. Because what is she going to do?
defend,
Just do empty fights? I want to
Yeah.
fight Amanda.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't happen, it really sucks. I really wonder what's going to happen with that situation.
I
But
think they're
nonetheless-
still going to do it.
Nonetheless, the man that benefited the most
Yeah.
from Kayla Harrison's neck injury is Sugar Sean O'Malley, who has re-entered
Yep.
the main event atmosphere. It's
But
good to
he is
see.
he's fighting somebody that's just a crucial guy, Song Yadong, who
Yep.
I believe, even though he's ranked lower, I got Song taking this fight. I mean, power in his hands. Sean O'Malley, this is like his last chance. This is Sean's last chance.
We talked about this earlier. You didn't agree with me. I said if Sean wins this, somehow gets a title shot and wins again, I think he's back on that Conor trajectory.
No. Because I told you, we won't be talking about Sean in 10 years like we do about Conor. Conor was able to lose against Khabib twice, get his leg broke, leave for boxing, come back, and he's still talked about to this day. He done failed all these tests. He's still talking about. We were singing that 3 days ago off the random. That's because of one man and one man only, Conor.
That is true.
There will never be another Conor, and Sean was the closest.
I think
one.
he'll surpass him UFC like fight legacy wise. No, a double champ is tough.
Man.
Never mind.
He
It'll be
knocked out
close.
Jose in 13 seconds, bro. Stop. That's your goat.
But we're also saying if you're also saying if Sean O'Malley wins this fight against Song Yadong, he's gonna. Do you think he'll fight for the belt after?
Can't. It has to go to
Why?
Marab. It has to go to Marab again.
Sean O'Malley, Piotr Jan rematch? You wouldn't give that to Piotr Jan?
No, you wouldn't give
Marab
Marab.
Marab
rematch?
also.
After what Marab has done in the past years,
I told you-
you would not give
I
Marab a
feel
rematch
you.
before you give Sugar Sean. If you
You
do,
want to know why I wouldn't?
that is full Daddy
You
Dana.
want to know why I wouldn't? The only reason why I wouldn't give him another title shot is because he got his ass whooped. It's one thing.
Hold
on. It's
Hold
one
on.
thing to have a close fight.
Whoa,
Marab got
We saw
worse.
Sugar Sean get his ass whooped against Marab, and they
This-
gave it
but-
to him again.
It's but
You
that's the
can't
money fight.
stop.
But that's the money fight.
Stop
You're
it,
looking.
man.
Listen, I totally understand what you're saying. That's
Stop
morally
it,
right.
no.
What you're saying is
No.
morally right. What I'm saying is, I think just with how we've seen the UFC operate, don't be surprised if Sean is fighting Piotr Jan for the belt.
I will be very surprised if he gets a fight
No.
before Marab.
And the only reason why I'm
you
saying
know how
that is,
disrespectful that'd be to Marab.
and hold on, you're also saying,
so,
hear me out.
No, you're saying that if I were to
If-
beat you twice,
hear me out. But hear me out. If Sean O'Malley were to knock out Song Yadong, like knockout, I'm talking knockout, I'm scratch free, and he says, Piotr, I know you want that rematch. Let's get it. Dana is foaming out
Dana
the
would
mouth.
come out the mouth, but he would be like, "Oh damn, I had to get this from Marab first."
No,
Yes, he would.
wouldn't, because you could generally
That is
book
so
that fight
crazy
quick.
for you to say. That is
Jan,
very crazy. for you
Jan
to
got
say.
out of that fight pretty okay.
That's very crazy for you to say.
Sean, if he gets out this fight okay, why not?
So the person that I picked up and carried around the octagon laughing and stuff, he's
Is gonna fight the
taking
guy
over-
that he beat.
that's
It's UFC.
Very crazy.
That's how UFC logic
he
works.
beat Piotr Jan 4 or 5 years ago. This is the guy that I just beat in the past 2 years back to back, and he's getting another title shot before me after I lost my one. That's insane for you.
It
to
would be,
say.
and but
That
you know
is
what?
insane.
It would cause a problem.
He's
and you know why it would
I know
cause a
Dana
problem?
loves him, but he does know that.
And
he's
you know
not a
why that
Conor
would cause a
McGregor.
problem? That would cause a problem because then there would have if then
Fans
you're
wouldn't
saying
like-
Sean
fan-
were to beat
fan-
Piotr
fans would be
Jan,
pissed for
there'd be a
Marab.
third fight for Marab,
Fans would be
which
pissed.
would
for
be
Marab.
crazy. Listen, it would be crazy, but
That's you know that doesn't even make sense. That does not make sense. We're gonna have
So,
Marab
what
versus
if he-
Sugar Sean again.
hear me out.
Oh my!
What if he knocks out Song and breaks out into like a Connor thing? He breaks out into
You
like
really want
those
Sean
shades.
to just
It would be crazy.
Because
It would be crazy.
Sean's going to be the closest person we do have to for Connor for a long time. I think.
Yeah.
It's over, bro. Like those two, It's over. He got carried around the octagon, bro.
That's very true.
2 times in a row. He was talking to Dana while whooping your ass.
It's different on the feet, though. I don't think Jan will try to wrestle him. I think he'll try to knock him out again. That was the mindset the
Jan
first
also
fight.
looks really different.
Yeah.
Jan also
That's
looks
what I'm saying.
very
I don't think
different.
Merab really has to worry. Because
he beats O'Malley.
yeah.
Jan beats O'Malley and Merab
This
beats O'Malley.
at least this Jan that we saw.
Jan and Merab both beat O'Malley.
Yeah. I'd
This
agree.
year,
And
last year.
that's why I think I don't want to say Dana can be comfortable with it, because obviously he would kind of lose Sean from title contention after that if he were to lose that fight against Jan if they did fight. But then you're like, oh, at least now we know. At least, all right, now give him Merab. This is a money grab, because Sean will promote it.
That is crazy. If this fight does not go to Merab right after this, that is one of the most disrespectful things ever. Ever. That would be so disrespectful.
We'll
I'm not
have
even
to
a Merab fan. I would still feel like I would be disrespected from that.
Yeah, we'll have to see about that one. But obviously, the main event for the first fight on Paramount Plus is your boy Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett fighting for the lightweight interim title belt. For you, as a Justin fan, is this undisputed belt for you, basically?
My GOAT is not losing tonight, man. My GOAT is not losing tonight, man. He will not. And mind you, Paddy, I haven't seen Paddy look this toned in a minute. I mean, he looked ripped. He looked jacked right now. Justin's not losing this fight, man. It's too much on the line. This is my guy's last final chance. This is last chance.
Yep.
I mean, this is it. Justin's not losing this fight, man. I got my guy Justin winning in a 4th round. 4th round knockout on Paddy.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that that you've been fed that delusion. I think Paddy Pimblett is going to. Here's what's going to happen. I'll actually give it to you verbatim.
Yeah.
In the 3rd round, he's going to stun Justin Gaethje, and it's going to drop him on the ground.
That's hilarious.
And when he does that, I think Paddy's going to grapple.
That's hilarious.
And he's going to choke him out.
That's hilarious.
And it's just unfortunate because obviously that will be the
If
fight
Justin,
where
if
Justin
Justin
will take
doesn't
off
finish the
gloves and
fight in
put
the
them down.
4th, if Justin doesn't finish the fight in the 4th, then he's winning in decision. My GOAT's not losing this fight, dog. I'm just being really honest.
Unless he gets grabbed. I mean, we haven't.
Unless
we
he
don't
get no. Yeah, no.
You saw what he looked like when he did that little
I don't
takedown
care,
defense.
bro.
You don't
I
care?
don't care, bro. My
All
GOAT
right,
is
your
not
GOAT's-
losing.
Your goat.
All right,
by
wait.
lips.
Maybe I am being a little biased. Maybe I think I'm letting
But here's
my
my
feelings
question.
get in between this one.
But here's my big question, because obviously this is a great fight in itself. I'm already looking past it. If you have the lightweight interim belt, your next fight is for the undisputed
Yeah.
lightweight title, in my opinion. I mean, what does that even look like? Because now it's just, we're assuming Ilya comes back.
They both lose against Ilya.
They both die
Die
against Ilya.
Like die. Like
It's
Ilya,
not
Ilya may do
close.
it in the first
The
round.
only
die.
fight that makes sense that Dana is stripping us of is the Armand fight.
That's that, bro. And you know that he is the backup, correct? Because you know, and that's the only thing that I am very, very, very worried about is Justin Gaethje's staff. It looks disgusting. It looks terrible right on his
He's
neck.
fine.
Bro,
He
it
said
looks
it-
like
he
a
said he was
bullet
eating-
holes in his
Yeah,
neck.
he said it
Okay,
was
like,
food. He said it was like food. That
yeah, that's cool. That's what they all say until they get taken out right before the fight starts. Like, I'm glad getting that. It looks like a bullet hole in his neck. And guess who's the backup for this fight? For a reason, like you said, Armand. Armand is a backup for a reason.
Armand would kill Paddy.
Armand would kill both of them. Well,
Yes.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there was a well there.
No.
Because you envisioned in your head Justin Gaethje just knocking him out.
Man,
which is
I can
crazy.
picture Justin Gaethje knocking anybody out, doing a backflip right after him. He's my GOAT. But yeah, you're right. Armand would beat both of them, and Ilya beats both of them. So you know we all want, Dana. You know we all
Yes.
want.
And
It's
I think you should give it to us at least at some point. What's the fight you want to see this year? Name a fight that hasn't been scheduled yet. Before we hop off, give me one fight. I want to
Who
know.
do I want to see this year? Alex Pereira versus John Jones at the White House, if it happens. Yeah. I mean, John Jones already said that he wants it. Alex Pereira, I don't think that Alex Pereira would be shy of it. I want to see John Jones go out with a bang, getting his ass whooped by Alex Pereira. And if John Jones was to beat Alex Pereira, there would be no. I mean, you could never have a discussion of who's the GOAT ever again. Ever again. It would automatically, even if you, it would be also like you had to get called dumb if you called anybody else than John Jones if he was to beat Alex Pereira. Say I'm lying. I'm not.
You're not.
I'm not.
That, but yeah, that would be pretty crazy. A fight I want to see would have to be like.
Oh, you're about to say some trash, bro. You're about to say some Izzy. Yeah, no.
I was gonna say Sean O'Malley and Ilya Taporia. nah, I was just kidding.
Hey,
I was just kidding.
me.
My fight was actually gonna be obviously I am excited for the Charles Max fight. That was a fight that I was super excited for. I wanted to see like a Charles.
Charles versus who? Because I think Charles is 38 years old, bro. Like
He
he turned
is.
39 this year, bro.
I'm thinking about moving him down or something. No,
Moving
you
him
can't. He would have to
down?
go up. He'd have to go up.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, I think you hit it on the head because
Yeah.
mine was gonna be Alex and John, but I was trying to
Man.
stray away from that.
Alex and John Jones. That
Give me-
fight, because
and give me Alex Pereira by knockout.
Yeah, Alex would possibly win,
Really?
but if John Jones was to win, like I said,
If you were to get him down, it's over.
over.
All right, I would do this. Like, I would be done with it. I wouldn't even Stream East isn't even worth my time at that point.
Paramount is worth my time now. Paramount
This is
worth
not
my
a
time.
plug for Paramount.
Paramount is not my
Nonetheless,
time. Not sponsored. By the way.
episode 42 of the Get Back podcast. I'm Damian Dusten.
Ayden Jones, thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen.
Peace.